let's move over into Rejuveniix, energy in a bottle. Thought it was impossible to do. But the energy drink, we wanted to compete with the energy drink market. And actually, dollar for dollar, one dose of Rejuveniix is less expensive than the energy drinks sold at your local 7-Elevens today. So we wanted to create an energy product for everyone that was also trying to lose weight, because we know sometimes when we're overweight, our energy is low, it's hard to get ourselves going. To give people options outside of coffee, energy drinks, sodas, that was a healthier option. Hi, welcome. He's like, oh my gosh, he can see me. I can. Better late than never, right? Just kidding. And so Rejuveniix is what we created. It's the only product in our line that is an actual classified as a stimulant. It has caffeine in it. Here's the difference between our caffeine and other caffeines. The energy drink market uses synthetic caffeine. We don't use synthetic caffeine. Coffee takes a coffee bean, they burn it. And when you burn anything, you create carcinogenic properties. You burn toast, you burn meat. Everybody knows this. Cancer patients shouldn't eat burnt food. Why? It's not good for the body. I'm Italian. I grew up on coffee. But here's the problem with caffeine. I still need coffee every once in a while with as much as I travel. But the reality is what happens is you take coffee, you burn it. When you burn coffee, you release compounds. One compound in particular is called caffeine, and that compound stresses out your adrenal glands. And so what we did is we take green coffee bean extract. So we take the beans when they're green, they're just dried in the sun, and then we remove the caffeine from those beans. Well, a lot of people are sensitive to caffeine. It gives them the jitters. So we wanted to do something different there too. So we combined it with herbs like chamomile and hawthorn to create a calming effect. So we wanted the caffeine expands the blood vessels, more blood goes up in the neurological system, you have better focus, better energy, but we wanted something to help calm the body too, so people wouldn't feel jittery. And we accomplished that within our boost blend. We did something else in this product is we added a clinical dose of L-theanine. L-theanine has been studied. I mean, we're talking dozens, just going to PubMed, clinical data studies that show how it affects both sides of the brain speaking to each other, which means it's really good for focus. We get good feedback from high school kids, college kids, kids that suffer from attention issues that are using the product and getting really good results on that. Because remember, the L-theanine is designed for focus. So you've got the energy, you've got the calming effect, you've got the L-theanine, and then we did something else to give it even an extra selling point, because most of our products are what's called multitasking products, means they do more than one thing through more than one method of action. So we added an entire super berry blend, which is your acai, all your super fruits. And the way our fruits are dried is very unique. It's a spray dry technique. So they take, for example, the acai and the Rejuveniix, and they ground them up, and they use these big, they look like blow dries, and they dry them at a low temperature, ground it up. And that's why sometimes Rejuveniix is varying in color, because we use these whole food berries. And they're really quite beautiful, and they have very strong antioxidant properties. So we think we can never give somebody too many antioxidants. So we give them the focus boost, the energy boost, and then the antioxidant boost. And a dose of that equals the same type of energy you're going to get from an energy drink, and it's less expensive per dose. So that's Rejuveniix. And I will tell you, we have kids all over the world and adults who rely on that product. I mean, I'll tell you a funny little story of my girlfriend, Amber. She has 4 or 5 bottles. First of all, she has 5 sons. So she has 4 or 5 bottles of Rejuveniix on her auto ship. And she just kept noticing that Rejuveniix was always gone. And she's like, how is this going so fast? And then she was went in her son's room. She opened up the door, and he had hundreds of $1 bills. And he was a football star in his high school football team. He'd been bagging. He's a drug dealer, a Rejuveniix drug dealer. He'd been taking Rejuveniix in little bags and selling them to his football players right before the game. So right before the game, they all pay their dollars, and he's just selling his mom's drugs, you know, and he's not telling her, it's just gone. So then mom finds out, and she's like, oh, heck no, right? This isn't gonna, at least cut me in or something, but this is gonna be bad. These are high school kids. So she cut him off. 5 days after cutting him off, the team had a game, and they were winning and winning, and they lost. The whole team showed up at our house on the porch. Miss Jones, we really need some of those red energy pills because we're not going to win without them. We'll gladly pay you for them, but we need them. And she's like, no, you need to get permission for your parents, and you don't have to pay me for them. And sure enough, the team got back on Rejuveniix. But we have stories all over the world of people, especially athletes, who utilize Rejuveniix, truckers who utilize Rejuveniix. You know, we have a guy who's a trucker who brings like fish down from Alaska. And this guy was drinking coffee after coffee. And now he wrote to me just recently, said, can I tell you, I can't live without my Rejuveniix, and it saved me, you know, because I feel better on it as well. It's a really great product, and people feel a difference on it within minutes. It's a demonstrable product.